Okay, can I get a testing 1, 2, 3?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, one more.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There we are. Now let me just.
I can.
Good like that. Where she is? Oh, okay. Now turn her so she actually gets to see you head on too.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's cold here today.
Oh, we're freezing in here. My heater's broke.
Oh dear. They're going to have to work out extra hard so they warm up.
That's right.
That's not good. Heaters are a good thing. It got down to 19 here last night. That's pretty chilly.
Yeah. Pretty chilly. Okay, what's the surprise?
The surprise topic today, we're going to talk about water and winter skincare.
Oh.
I thought that would be an appropriate subject for this time of year. And I don't know, many people may be better at drinking their water than I am.
I doubt it.
I know it and I say it, but then doing it is a totally different, especially in the wintertime because it's cold and I don't want to drink it. So I've got a couple of ideas of things that you can drink that are warm and not be cold, and you still get some hydration benefit from it. But most people know that during, when the seasons change, you've got to take different care of your skin because it reacts different. The cold is very drying and whatever. What a lot of people don't realize is that you've still got to drink plenty of water to keep hydrated. We think a lot of time, in the summertime when it's hot and we're sweating or we're outside and we're doing something, we think about drinking water and replenishing. But in the wintertime when it's cold and we're not necessarily sweating as much, it doesn't come to our mind as often. But it's still important, maybe even more so, because if the heat were working, it's drying, it dries out your skin, and there's just not as much moisture in the air. So we're not absorbing any, we do absorb a little bit of moisture and humidity from the air, in our skin. So in the wintertime when the heat's on, or if you have wood heat, fireplace, that kind of thing, it can be very drying. Wintertime, it's important to wear layers so you can peel off or put on, and that will help maintain your moisture in your body. Remember to replace what you lose. Drinking water. There's an important rule kind of when you're working out. If you work out for an hour or more, you need to add some electrolytes to whatever you're using to rehydrate with, to your water. If you're working out an hour or under, plain water's fine. But if you've worked out for over an hour, then you need to add some electrolytes to what you're using. Typically, if you will use room temperature liquids to hydrate with, our body absorbs cold liquids faster, but in the wintertime, it's going to affect your core temperature. If you drink a big glass of cold water, then your insides are going to get cold and it's going to take longer to warm back up. So if you drink warm or room temperature, it's going to keep your core temperature more even.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Eating fruit is a good way to get hydrated without necessarily drinking your water. An apple is 87% fruit. A clementine orange is 87% water. It's 100% fruit. It's 87% water. The clementine is 87% water. So you can eat things like that and you're getting some hydration instead of just drinking all those glasses of water. If you will, this may be the only time that you will hear it said, but if you will eat salty foods, one, it makes you thirsty, so you drink more water, but the salt in them will help you retain a little bit of moisture. Now, if you have doctor's instructions, to limit your salt because you're naturally holding too much water or you're on Lasix or something to that effect, I wouldn't follow that at all. So that would be something to kind of, if you have doctor's orders, go with your doctor's orders first. But if salt is not an issue for you, then, eating a few potato chips or something that's a little bit salty is going to help you retain a little bit more moisture. Soup, that's a great thing to eat in the wintertime. You're going to get lots of hydration from soup. And it's warm and it's yummy and it's going to keep you warm. This one I had never heard, but I think it's a great idea. Hot chocolate as a post-workout recovery drink. And it's ideal because of the 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio. 4 carbs for every gram of protein. And that helps your body recover from working out. You've got the carbs for the energy boost, the protein for the muscles that you're building up. You're also getting hydration from it. And it's warm, so it's not going to affect that core temperature. So I thought that was a great thing. Have a little hot chocolate after you leave there. And I know you've seen Shauna drinking her greens in the bottle. We have a chocolate version. She drinks the orange or the berry. But we have a chocolate version that's what I like as hot chocolate. I make it warm. So that would be an excellent post-recovery workout drink too, because you're getting your fruits and vegetables and your hydration, and you're getting that same 4-to-1 carb to protein ratio to improve your muscles. Limit alcohol and caffeine. Both of those are dehydrating. They're diuretics, so they're going to cause you to lose water. And caffeine would include coffee, soft drinks, sodas, pop, whatever. Watch what kind of teas you use, that kind of thing. But if we do all those things to kind of stay hydrated, then our skin is going to be more supple and get less dry and itchy and less flaky. So important to remember all those things.
Yeah.
I love the idea about the hot chocolate and the fruit and the soup.
Mhm.
I think those are great tips for keeping hydrated during the winter time. I know sometimes I like bone broth. I'll make bone broth in the crock pot or whatever. I get bones from my butcher, beef bones, and I let them simmer in the crock pot for 2 days
Like Kelly.
until the bones are almost crumbly. It leaches out all the calcium and all the marrow and everything out of the bones, and then I strain it. And in the wintertime, I'll take just a cup of that bone broth and drink it. So you're getting all the nutrition from the broth itself, but then helping hydrate and stay warm. And
Gas station's getting close over there.
any questions? Any thoughts? Any of those
They said the store's open.
surprise you?
No, I'm doing a lot of it except the hot chocolate.
I thought that one was awesome, since we talked about chocolate last week.
Is there dark hot chocolate?
I think so. Or you could make your own with just cocoa, and then you can control the amount of sugar
That's why I said a girl drove by
that you
there.
would put in it.
I go for gas.
But I know at our supermarket, there's a lot of different varieties, and dark chocolate is one of them that you can get.
I go
Okay.
So
Why did they have?
Yeah, I was in Mount Pleasant Saturday or Sunday. It was really low here.
a couple of, we talked about the greens. If you add collagen, go ahead.
That about electrolytes, I did not know that you should add electrolytes if you work over an hour. Where do you find electrolytes?
You can, it's simple. You can,
Gas.
I make it for my husband, and especially in the summertime when he's going to mow the yard and be out.
Uh-huh.
Take a pitcher of water
Uh-huh.
or
Station staff.
an herbal tea that has no caffeine.
Yeah.
Make it, in a pitcher. I take 1 vitamin C tablet and crunch it up till it's a powder. Put that in there and put a pinch of sea salt.
Oh, another thing. I got some sea salt, but I got iodized sea salt. Is that okay?
If I'm out of town.
It should be okay. It,
Station staff.
Yeah, we don't make it.
But I noticed that it is not as salty as the other salt.
mhm.
Okay.
It may take you a little bit to get used to the different, and after you've used it for a while, the other's going to taste really, really salty to you
Okay.
if you use it. But to make your electrolytes, it's super simple. Just
Vitamin C and a little salt.
vitamin C tablet and a little salt,
Okay.
little sea salt.
Station
Stir it
staff.
out, let it dissolve good. That's all. That's all you need, and that'll help replenish his electrolytes. I'll make a pitcher and just leave it in the refrigerator for him.
2-quart pitcher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he drinks his pretty quickly within 2 or 3 days.
Oh.
The vitamin C is is naturally a preservative, and so is salt. If you left it in the refrigerator for a week or so, it would be fine.
That would be good to use in the summertime.
Ready?
When you're,
Yeah.
or even now, I was out shoveling snow for 2 hours.
Well, see, I would consider that a workout. If
Yeah.
you've been out shoveling snow for 2 hours, I
Yeah.
would consider it just like coming there and exercising.
Exercising.
Yeah, having the electrolytes after that would be perfect.
Okay.
You should have came yesterday, wasn't there yesterday?
Because even though you were bundled up and it was cold out there, you're
Uh-huh.
working and exerting and sweating, and so, yeah, you need to replenish.
Okay.
That would be good.
Okay,
And you
good.
could do it warm too if you wanted warm.
Yeah, the last 2
Make a tea out or something.
You could warm it up a little bit. I wouldn't warm it till it was hot, because I wouldn't want to affect the vitamin C. But if you wanted it with warm water instead of cold, that would be fine.
It's stuck.
Good.
She said, well, it's time for my nap anyway, so like, she was trying to.
Okay.
Okay, I get the hint. I see. All right, I'm gone.
Is
Did
that
I
it?
answer them all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to eat them, but.
Are there any other fruits besides apple and
Change station staff.
Those were just 2 examples. Any fruits and anything. Grapes are going to be really hydrating. Apples, oranges, pears,
All right. I'll give it-
those would all be good.
Okay.
It's winter time, so you're not going to have as many peaches and plums available.
Right.
But in the summertime, peaches, plums,
Would it be good to use canned or frozen fruits?
Change station staff.
I would pick frozen over canned,
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
just because you're less likely to have any added sugar and less processing to them. Because the frozen ones, they pretty much peel them, cut them, and freeze them, flash freeze them right away. I think that would be most like a fresh versus a canned one.
Okay. What about Jell-O?
Jell-O would be a good one. I've read, there's an interesting thing, we talked about it when we talked about the brain health, that they're trying to develop the kind of Jell-O that's able to be held by the people with dementia, because they're dehydrated and they're not getting enough water. So yes, any kind of gelatin type based would be good.
Stations down.
Okay.
Because the moisture's in there, even though the gelatin has kind of solidified it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be good. See, what else can I think of that would be good? We talked about soups, fruits, Jell-O would be good. Only thing I would kind of stay away from would be like the sports drinks,
Change stations now.
because they have the electrolytes in them, but they have a lot of other gunky stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, like the Gatorade and the Powerade and,
I don't, yeah.
and those weird colors. Those kind of worry me. All the dyes in them and such.
Yay! Do you know where the heater is?
But
First door on the left.
yeah, lots of good ways to stay warm and hydrated and keep the skin from drying out and aging. I know a couple of the products we have for internal, you can take the collagen, and that will help naturally plump your skin cells and retain moisture kind of from the inside out. Because once we turn 25 to 30 years old, our body quits making collagen.
Mm.
So that's when we start getting wrinkles and
Stations
little
down.
fine lines and of aging. And that's why, because our body stops making the collagen. So that's something you can take internally to help retain fluid and hydration. We also have a kind of gel lotion that you just use topically that helps maintain. It's really good for dry skin and wrinkles and such. And it's called Defining Gel. So if either of those ever sound interesting to you, let me know. There's probably, I think both of them are in the book on the shelf.
Okay.
There's more information on them. But yeah. Any other questions?
Mm.
We're missing Miss Jennifer today.
Yes, she's not here.
Did she get snowed in?
I don't know.
No.
She's been here this week, but not today.
I haven't seen her since Friday. She hasn't been in since Friday last week. I didn't see her Saturday. I hadn't seen her Monday or Tuesday.
I thought she was in Monday.
We need to go see if the girl got snowed in.
I'm going to Facebook her. Yeah,
Change
maybe text
stations
her if I
down.
have to, just to make sure everything's okay. I mean, if she was on Facebook today, then we know she's alive. She's just obviously going through some things. The last time I seen her, both heaters on both cars had quit working.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like kind of one of those things where it was one thing after another just going wrong for her.
Just hitting. I think it was this morning. It was either from last night or this morning that I saw her post something. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a hold of her just to see if she's okay, if there's anything she needs or anything like that. I don't want to pry into her personal life too much, but I want her to know we're thinking of her and we care and we're here.
well, it's just unusual for her not to be there for that long a period of time.
It really is, because she comes about 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So, well, and if it happened to be something that was an emergency, you know, that she had fallen or something, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd feel bad if we didn't check on her.
Yeah, I will keep you posted, and then if she wants to, I'll just go ahead and send this recording right over to her, and she can watch it at her convenience or whatnot, and she might message you questions or whatever, so.
That's fine.
Okay, ladies.
Anytime. Well, that's all I've got for today.
Okay, well, thank you very much. You give me a few things to think about and to
I
do.
did.
Yes, thank
Change
you.
stations now.
Well, stay warm
Yeah, I'm gonna go put my coat on.
Be careful shoveling that snow.
Oh, well, okay, I will. I did it in about 2 different times. I stopped when I was tired. And I took a short rest and had some soup,
There you go.
and then I went back out.
Well, see, now you can make you some electrolytes water to,
Yes.
because the vitamin C, just, the little bottle you can get at the pharmacy or at Walmart or whatever, just a regular vitamin C tablet, nothing fancy.
3,
And just take a glass
count.
of water, a glass of that at a time?
Yep, just drink a glass at a time.
Glass at a time. Okay, 8 ounces. Okay.
Stop, move to the next station and resume exercising.
Okay.
Well, you have a good week.
Well, you too.
Do you have anything in particular you want to talk about next week? Or if you think of something in between now and then, you can let Shauna know.
Okay.
If something,
I'll get back with Jennifer. And
Okay.
see if she has anything, ideas or something.
sounds good.
Okay.
Well, y'all have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
See
Goodbye.
you. Bye.
Change
Bye.
stations now.
Bye.